Alright, what's popping? Welcome back to a little world update. That's happening. You may remember in the last little episode of this, there was nothing on that island, and the bridge didn't look like that. I am using a texture pack that what? um, removes the newer cobble texture and replaces it with the older, higher contrast one. I think it does the same with bricks as well. Yeah. I'm less worried about the bricks, but I really like the high contrast cobblestone. But yeah, it has been quite a bit. Um, I think this might actually go up before, but Freedom Unite is continued. Uh, my life has been a mess, but it's getting pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty good. I feel like I'm in a better place just because of that. Just maturity. It's happening, whether I like it or not. But yeah, I'm not sure where exactly to start with this. There's been a lot of changes since the last video. I started building this little spawn tower. Uh, as you can see, it's not very done. And I don't know, I keep going back and forth in the design and I keep tearing it down and rebuilding it, so that might not be there next time. I don't know. But yeah, for this, I thought this would be cool. I added like a little under bridge to the bridge. So yeah, we will walk our way over to the Grand Archives. Um, so I wanted this place to be, one big library. Love building big libraries. That's just how it be. As well as like maybe some like redstone and things like that. Like this is where the sort of like alchemy guild, I guess, would be. Like how Dialco has in his world. A lot of my stuff is inspired by like Dialco, Mogsters, stuff like that. Somewhat with the boy Ryan, but that's gonna be something else actually. We have cows apparently. But yeah, this is the groundskeeper hut. I thought it'd be cool to have a building kind of like in the pillars of the bridge. So you can see like that's residual from that. But it's also just a quick way to come over here, which, yeah, we got red mushrooms now. But yeah, this is the main archive. I have some outlines for future buildings. I want to do stuff over here as well, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. What's in here? Ooh, we got yellow dye. Wow. But yeah, I've got some frames. These ones, again, they're empty, but they're more, a little closer. I really like this little bridge across to here. I like this tower a lot. But yeah, it has a little offshoot. Goes into here. Pretty cool. Get a little pattern. Yeah, that's where that bridge connects, but it doesn't actually connect to anything right now. Here is... I'm not quite sure what I want this to be yet, but it's a building. We got buildings up in here. And yeah, this is not finished. I've kind of left this up. The actual roof itself is finished, and I can probably go ahead and like add ceilings properly. But this is really convenient to be able just to get up on top of here. You know, cool little view over there. But yeah, so I've left it like this for now, but I'll definitely change it later on. But yeah. Or no, let's not do that actually. Let's take damage. So, this is a little offshoot of the Grand Archive itself. I don't know if I can get around to see it well. I don't think I can. 1 second, I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, sorry about that. I don't want to like blow out the microphone. But yeah, I like this little offshoot. Kind of added ladders. I don't really like how, I've never liked this, how the bookshelf texture is books on all sides. So sometimes I try to find a way to like kind of add like a side, like a proper side to the bookshelf. But yeah, so I used ladders here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like that. But yeah, here's the main center of the archives. It's going to be a lot of this, and I want it to actually extend into the ground. And if you go up here, this is another little room. This is where that roof is for the big extension outward off of the tower. This is less finished. And here's the actual path that rails are going to be on, which I think there's already some rails down there. But yeah, this is like, I guess, sort of the main way that you would access the Grand Archives. It's not really supposed to be super open to the public, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you can get yourself over here some way, somehow. But yeah, so go up here. This is the uppermost part. I haven't decided how far I want this to go up, and I've also been kind of unsure on what I want to do for a roof. So I've left this one pretty unfinished. Overall, this seems like I've been doing a lot. I actually have barely touched this world for a little bit. Mainly through this past fall semester, I've pretty much not touched it at all. But I kind of more recently started to get more into it. Same with Monster Hunter. I just didn't, I don't know, I kind of like fell off of it for a bit. I was playing a lot of Factorio and stuff. I like this view. It's cool. But, yeah, I realize I've mentioned that, like, oh, life poopy, stinky, and I realize, that kind of could imply a lot of things. Long story short, just had deaths in the family, and they were completely foreseeable, you know, normal deaths. Nothing, like, unexpected or crazy or weird or anything like that. I don't want to go too far into details, but, everything's fine. It's just one of those things where, it's kind of my first experience with, like, real, like, loss of, like, close people. And just that mixed with stress from other stuff, I was just like, yeah, I ain't recording shit. I'm just not in the mood. But, you know, since then, it's been almost a year now, and it's, I don't know, it's healed. Wounds are healing. A lot of, you know, I got scars, but they're healed somewhat. And I think I've come out, I know this is kind of weirdly heavy for this, but I don't know, I feel like I've come out a much stronger person, and I'm kind of happy with the person I'm becoming. So, that's cool. Yeah, as usual, this goes off to the castle. There is no castle. One day. I want to see, because I had to watch the last video for this because I couldn't remember, like, what I had done and what I hadn't. But yeah, I just want to see this view. It's a cool view. But, yeah. It's kind of one of those things where you don't really think about it that much, but, you know, you got loved ones, and at some point, loved ones are not going to be there anymore. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, life is supposed to end at some point. And it's natural. It's supposed to happen. But it's just one of those things where, you know, I feel like it's a lot of people can say they're, like, at peace with death without actually, like, really internalizing it until they really experience it. Like, with close ones, and, like, loved ones and stuff. But, yeah, so as you can see, this is now sand and sandstone. I've been kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to have variety with the buildings. Also, I've started to add sandstone for texture and I haven't done it for all of them, but for some of the buildings with wool, snow and birch, which I've seen the boy Ryan do, which I'm gonna have a series soon, in which I'm probably just gonna steal all of his ideas. But yeah, I also added some mossy cobble. The insides of these are not really much more finished than they were. Still mostly empty. But yeah. Allergies have been kicking my ass. Sorry if I'm sniffing louder than that in the microphone. It's actually been a little bit better. This is still grass. But yeah, I don't think a whole lot has changed over here. I think the inside of this changed a little bit. I want to think. I know it's a little more finished. Nope, just kidding. It's not. It's not finished. I lied. Never mind, my memory fails me. But yeah, because that's one thing, I just didn't want to be, I don't want to tell y'all my entire life story. You know, I don't know y'all. Y'all might be weirdos. But I also didn't want to be super vague and like have people think like something crazy happened or anything like that. But yeah, this is the redesign for the church, which I am much more happy about. Still am terrified to finish it because I don't know what the hell to do up there. But I want it to look good. But yeah, when you come up here, I haven't built anything yet besides this new guards tower, which I'm not going to bother showing because they're all the same. But I have terraformed. And yeah, it's pretty much it. There's really nothing going on here. Sorry, I'm like trying to like. I don't want to have to pause the video every 5 seconds, but I'm also like trying to not be sniffling into the microphone. I realize it sounds weird with like the whole talking about death stuff. I'm not upset. I'm just have bad allergy. Winter kick ass. Make me feel no good. But yes, this one changed a bit. I took away the bunk beds because I thought it was kind of weird. Like, why would they sleep here? They live here. Who cares? But yeah, so I just did that for storage. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this because that's not supposed to be there. But yeah, pretty crazy. All right, so if you, I will say, I moved the beds, like that whole situation, because I thought it was more, it made a little more sense for them to actually be in the mine. Oh, and I did a lot more of these wooden beams and stuff. So now if you go in here, looks ominous. It's where they sleep. And there might be another barrack, like, further down. I don't remember if there's anything in here. No. Ooh, just cave noises. But yeah. No, overall, my life's actually been going, like, besides those two deaths, like, it's been going great. I've got, I am officially going to start this spring my last semester of my bachelor's, and I actually, in the past couple days, have started the process. I'm waiting on some, I'm waiting for some, of my references to, like, accept being a reference, because I don't want to just put them on my CV and have them be, like, blindsided by, hey, is this person, like a psychopath or some shit? Or are they, like, a good worker that you recommend? Before I submit applications to grad school. But I actually have a grad school in mind that I would like to go to. Kind of a big thing is it's actually in the UK, which I have never been to. I've been to Germany. That place is great. Love that. To Germany and Austria. And I like Europe. It's very cool. If you ever have a chance to go to Europe, definitely go. I feel like some people are kind of like, oh, well, that's like, rich people do that. That's for rich people. And it doesn't have to be. You can travel pretty affordably. It's kind of just one of those things where it's like, I feel like this weird connection, but I feel like student loan debts are really similar, where it's like, it's not necessarily having it that's the problem, it's just how you handle it. Um, like I think especially just with travel in general, a lot of people get stuck in like tourist traps or, they get sucked into a lot of like baity, not good stuff. Or just really expensive stuff that just ends up costing way more money than they really need to be spending. And it's kind of similar with like loans. Like I have a bunch of student debt, but I've been doing this crazy thing where I pay more than what they tell me to for my interest rates, because you can pay interest while you're in college without actually having to pay like proper payments. So I've been doing everything I can to reduce that number as much as possible before I actually have to pay it. Yeah, another tower. This was like a shell, like a framework whenever I first showed this area off. And this is now a farmhouse. I hate the roof on it. It looks like shit. So I'm gonna try to work on maybe redoing it. I did a little spiral staircase though, which I don't hate. Yeah, the inside of this I kind of like. The door's a little weird, but pretty good. But, yeah. I don't know, because I know people like that who are just like, no, I'll never take a loan ever. Because that's how you, like, die and drown in debt. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, absolutely. If you're afraid of it, I get it. Like, you do you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But it is one of those things where, I mean, if you're just smart about it and you just do your best, like, you don't have to live, you don't have to have a PlayStation 5. You can wait a bit. Like, it's like that kind of thing. But yeah, this is I don't know a better way to describe this. This is the slums. Welcome to the slums. This is actually going to be a brothel. Um, yeah. So I like these little, like, tight alleyways that look like they were made after the fact, and these houses to be, like, I want them to be really, crammed together. But yeah, they're not very done. I also did this. I'm gonna make it into something. Some kind of, like, maybe blacksmith, like, less for, like, forging weapons or some shit, but more like like, oh, your, door hinge is slightly fucked up, bring it to me, and pay me a little bit, and I'll fix it. That kind of thing. But, yeah. Oh, I also found, way off that way, I found snow for the first time, so that's part of why I've been able to do this now. But, yeah, I'm going to extend this way. The boardwalk's going to extend this way. I did a, split, which I actually really like, which you kind of saw earlier. Where, like, beyond this little post, you have this. And it kind of goes down. I say kind of goes down. It does go down. And I stole this idea from the boy Ryan, which I absolutely love, where you put spruce at the bottom to show that the wood's, like, wet. It's being soaked up. Or it's soaking up the water. The water's not soaking up it. Well, I mean, technically it kind of would be. It would be a little eroded into the water. It might leach some cellulose in there. I don't know. I'm not a wood biologist. I'm a regular biologist. Actually, I'm a fish biologist specifically, but. But yeah, I made this little shed. I like it. There's nothing here. Oh. Oh, I completely forgot about this. This is a toilet. It's an outhouse. You can shit in there. Hell yeah. Only the highest quality for brothel patrons. But yeah, that path up there is pretty much the same, although I did start to, like, level out some stuff for terrain, and then the malt farm's still there. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. Oh yeah. I started a bakery over here. This is the graveyard, but I'm kind of, I don't know, I might redesign a bit of it. I like the wall. I really like the wall. I'm going to add some mossy cobble, though. But yeah, this is the baker's house, I guess. He supplies bread, as bakers do. Big old furnace for cooking lots of bread. Even though you don't actually need to do that in this game. But yeah. Still on the interiors, a lot of these houses are pretty empty. Yeah, and I added all these little lampposts and stuff. I think, yeah, pretty much the only thing left is the wood farm. And it's mostly the same. But yeah. Yeah, overall with this world, I've been coming back to it. Like with just, I don't know, fresh set of eyes, I guess. Some of it I'm like, oh, I kind of hate that, actually. I feel like the wood hut design is kind of one of those that's not going to last forever. It shall be rebuilt into something different. I did, however, extend the wood farm itself. Part of me kind of feels like, because I just mentioned, like, hard shit going on. Or, I say going on. It happened a bit ago. I've recovered pretty well from it. But I feel like me going, I recovered pretty well from it. It makes it sound like I'm just, like, bawling my eyes out. But it's one of those things where if I'm like, no, I'm not, I swear. Everyone's gonna be like, pretty sure you are. It's funny. But yeah, I hate this. This is not in line. It's not medieval. Doesn't fit the world. So I'm probably gonna change it. This itself might actually stay. I extended it by a bit. Problem is, I don't actually come over to this side of the world enough to make these trees grow. So, I don't know. But yeah, I extended it to here. I think this should be enough. And I'm gonna make it layered. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't really guarantee that there will be a update super soon on this world, just because, again, I haven't been super interested in it. Just kind of interested in some other stuff, like project-wise. Like, even within beta Minecraft, which y'all will see pretty soon, I guess. I guess like as a bonus I'll show. I don't know. I got a random whim to, oh, by the way, the world I've been showing you, Beavis Prime, and recently I created Gumphibious, which, oh, perfect. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Portal. I don't know, I just like one day opened a Minecraft world and just did this for a couple hours. Just chill. I'm gonna sleep, so when I go out there it'll actually be light. Although some of the torches and the way that's set up looks really nice. But yeah. I might honestly, hell, I might start doing like dual world updates. Oh, get down there. This has been my main source of stone down here. Actually, I don't know, I made it, I think, a block too low. But also the way that, I don't know, the way that lava's been spawning makes it seem like it's correct. But yeah, I've just been using this to find stuff out. Everything here has lava under it. But yeah, trying to think if I have anything else. I think I'm gonna start doing a. Well, I don't know if I want to say that because I don't. So coming back to this for the winter break, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record shit. I actually have like the energy, the motivation, and like the want to do shit. Hell yeah, love it. But I like recorded. The first thing I recorded is the Monster and Freedom Unite episode that comes out the week of Christmas. And I think that might be, well, like, in the first, like, batch of, like, making shit, that might be the last thing to come out, actually. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't really want to say anything because I don't want to look weird or wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to fuck around and build a castle, so I started fucking around and building a castle. It's a little storage place where, like, boats can bring stuff. Those furnaces are just for right now. They're not gonna stay. But yeah. Little tower. You can't get in through this side purposefully, because I wanted it to be, like, actually well guarded. This is a, like, house for the guardsmen. And I add a door here, and I realized that's stupid because the gate's right here. If they could just go in through there, that's not good. But yeah. So then, did that, and there'll be like some way to get into it from somewhere else. Hold up 1 second. My AC sounded weird, and for a second I thought it was raining, but it was like super bright outside. But yeah. I don't know, just got a whim, started building some stuff. But yeah. I will say, you know, not to be a Debbie Downer, I have absolutely no plans to ever stop making content on here, but there's totally going to be gaps of inactivity. That's just because, you know, like I've said, I'm a college student. I have like an actual like career path outside of YouTube. As I say, I don't even have enough subscribers to make money or anything, which part of me is like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. I do it for the fans, you know? But I'm also like, no, I would actually, that would be really good, like, to have that as like a, just to boost income and for stability and stuff like that. But yeah, so the thing with that house, sorry, I just randomly tangent for this. I don't know how to say this besides, to the YouTuber The Boy Ryan. Here, let me make this more personal. Fuck you. I'm stealing all your ideas. You're an amazing builder. I'm gonna steal all your shit. Alright, there we go. Also, I was gonna build. I had the idea to build like a big cathedral across there. So it'd be like one side there's a castle, one side there's a cathedral. But yeah, I don't know. This world might get deleted. I was just fucking around. But yeah, no. If y'all haven't seen, pretty much just if y'all want beta YouTubers that are better than me, Dialco, Mogster, Boxplayer, the boy Ryan, the just back to beta SMP, anyone that's on there in general. I will say I'm not in love with the boy Ryan's humor, but holy shit, his building is amazing. I love the way he builds. I'm gonna steal all of it. But yeah. So sorry, back on the YouTube channel thing. You know, I have a career, and I don't have any plans to ever not make videos. But it might be kind of irregular, just because of the period of my life that I'm in right now. Very much in the like, I don't know, just that college, I'm in my early 20s. It's kind of going wherever life is taking me right now. Which is a little bit why I'm kind of hesitant to really, give a schedule for anything like this. It's kind of just, it gets done when it gets done. I do hope that, once I have, an actual proper, a real job, and, an actual, hopefully, a house, then I can be like, hey, on these days, I'll do this. But also, I'd love to stream, but internet connection's all over the place. I might experiment with it. I'm a little tempted. So my college dorm has great internet, and I'm a little curious to see if I can stream from it well. So that might happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I guess since this is the heavy episode, I will leave this off on shit happens in your life. Pretty much whenever you don't want it to, and whenever you're not going to expect it. But at the end of the day, you just got to get through it. You'll learn from it. You'll mature in ways that you never imagined. And I think, hardship, I wouldn't actively invite it into your life, but it's one of those things that really does, you can really grow from it if you allow yourself to. And I think that's important. But yeah, if y'all have hard shit going on in your life, dude, I get it. I really do. It sucks. But it's, especially when it comes to losing loved ones, things like that, which I'll clarify, my loved ones were old people that were it makes sense. Nothing crazy or abnormal. But it's one of those things where you just gotta keep on living. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. You gotta enjoy the time that you have with the people that you love. And, it's really one of those things where it's less be sad about them being gone, more be happy about the time that you had with them. And be happy that, whatever you may believe in a way, they're kind of looking down on you and watching you and stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, no clue when the next update will be, but it'll happen. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.